We are back here in Carmel, Indiana with David and Jeremy, who are board game critiquers. I don't
Reviewers.
Reviewers. Yes, good morning. And we were talking a little bit about how you guys, you have a YouTube channel. We're looking at it behind us here, where you guys will take a board game, and I'm going to ask you again, how many a year are coming out?
6,000 or more board games a year.
How many do you think you could play, honestly, without looking at the instructions?
Well, maybe in a year we may touch 300 games.
Really?
Yeah.
And you can play them without having to...
Absolutely not.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not. No.
Probably not. Okay, that's my problem. Is, well, you know, once Candyland was out of favor, I was in a lot of trouble. Okay, so behind you, let me ask you this first. Give me a couple of criteria. Each of you guys give me one or two that makes a great board game.
Well, I mean, one of the things that we look at, and very basically, are the components. Because a lot of what people like about a board game is sort of that table presence. You know, people walk by the table and go, oh, what's going on here? This looks really interesting. There's these shiny gems on the table, things like that. So that's one of the first things.
Like a restaurant, plate appeal.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the main part is the gameplay. How does the game play? Is it fun? Is it enjoyable? Does everyone like what they're doing within the game? So that's very important. And also, there's some little things, like David said, there's the actual components, but there's also the graphic design, the art that's used in the game.
The whole experience.
The whole experience, yeah.
Let's take a look, a quick clip of you guys in action critiquing a game. We'll just listen for 20 seconds or so.
Welcome back to First Look, the show where we give you a sneak peek at a brand new upcoming game. Now, in this giant deck of cards, you have both heroes and you have villains. Super powerful villains.
Yeah, and this is the first time we've seen...
Because no heroes died that round either.
So. No heroes died, but a couple took damage.
Just wait.
Yeah,
it's coming.
It may be coming. So now on my turn...
So as we saw a little bit of that clip, do you sometimes get feedback from people and they say, you missed the whole point of that game?
Absolutely.
Every day.
If you know the internet, we get plenty of comments.
Yeah.
You know, people will agree with us. Sometimes Jeremy and I disagree.
Oh, I was going to ask.
So there will be
absolutely.
people who, some of our viewers will relate to my taste, some of them will relate more to Jeremy's taste, and that's part of what we wanted to do with Man vs. Meeple.
Yeah. So I assume you hope that people will actually, some of your fans on the channel will actually look to you first before they purchase a game. Is that true?
Absolutely. I think a lot of the viewers, a lot of the consumers look to reviewers like us to get that confirmation. They already have an idea in their mind if they're going to like the game, but they come to us and they may watch, 10 minutes of the video and be like, yep, that's exactly what I thought the game was going to do.
To wrap this up, how unique are you guys in the world doing this kind of thing?
Well, I'd say one of the things that differentiates us is we try to present ourselves with a little bit more of a studio presentation. We also do what we like to view as programming. So we do the reviews, but we also do kind of a podcast, a video podcast type program. We do playthroughs. So we do things and test the waters with our viewers to see what they like, what they don't.
Okay, we got one more segment. We're going to go over another part of the studio here, and this is really cool. Go back and check out wishtv.com. We'll be right back.